Come on, something, come on. Ah!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. My name is Dwayne, and I'm going to be bringing you the play-by-play commentary for the XBL Cup Final this evening. And with me once again in the booth, AA champion, league veteran, Oxbox. How you doing tonight, sir? We got a big one.
Hey, what's up, Dwayne? Excited to be here tonight with you. We got a big Cup Final between Luke Archer and Webb, two longtime veterans of this XBL community, and I'm really looking forward to this big matchup.
Yeah, absolutely huge on the schedule for us tonight in this one-game do-or-die final of the XBL Cup. And that is something that is a huge factor here in the XBL Cup. A little bit of background about the tournament before we get into things here tonight is that it is a knockout-style tournament that we start out with players who have played at least one XBL season in the beginning. We give everybody, an agreed-upon ego that is a bit more closer to their actual pennant race or other skill ranges. And we play from there in a group style format and then go into a knockout style tournament. These two have fought their way through the ladder to make it here tonight to the one game final played at the neutral site, which is Colonial Plaza. No better place really, I think, for a one game playoff. Would you say, Ox?
Yeah, it's actually Luke's de facto home stadium, so we'll have the upper hand there just off familiarity. But it is interesting that you mentioned their paths to this final. Not only is it a one-game playoff winner-take-all, which is different, both players had to win best-of-3 series, multiple series to get here. And we were talking before the show, Dwayne, both guys really had to have a murderer's row of opponents just to even make it to this stage. Really impressive by both guys just to get here.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at things on paper, it was not easy for either player to get here, as you stated, with Luke starting out against Wishbone Rules and then having to face off against Mike the Cooch, who made a comeback here in this cup, going 3 games versus Mike, and then facing off versus Permatilt as well, who had a great cup run in and of itself. And on the other side, you have Webb, who had a hard-fought 3-game series with Finite Provision in the round of 16, followed up in the quarterfinals by sweeping Weaver, who just is fresh off a championship. He brought back the Catella Crazies for this cup. And then went up against J-Boops, who had a hot cup run, eliminated myself in 3 games. And those two battled it out in some high scoring games. It looked like Webb was down and out in a couple of them. But he pulled through in that series to get here to this final. So really exciting stuff from both of them that we saw on their way here. And it was done with these new rosters built under the changed XBL rules.
Yeah, we're really excited to unveil the new roster rules here at the XBL. We curbed a little bit of the OP roster building this offseason, and both guys actually came out, with similar builds, kind of similar building styles as we were looking at the difference in bars that each player chose to roll with. And I think that's really the biggest thing that we've seen this offseason, Dwayne, league-wide, is how different everybody's team looks. I mean, total bars are pretty close to the same, but a lot of guys are having all kind of different combinations of how they get those bars.
Yeah, you're seeing the way players and how we in the rule developing system have valued the skills of the categories of team building differently, and how that's shaking out here in something like the XBL Cup. And now we're moving forward with it into the coming season 13, which starts just 7 days from now. So it's very exciting time here in the XBL. We've done a lot of changing and innovating there in the rule book, and that always gives you some really exciting results. And to have it here tonight for a huge game on paper is very exciting.
Yeah, and shout out to Wishbone for he touched up the rule book a little bit and put all the new rules, highlighted them, spelled them all out for everybody, and even made a table of contents for quick access to each section of that rule book. So shout out to Wishbone as usual for all the work he does.
Yeah, Wishbone recently promoted to commissioner, I believe, as well since our last cast here in the XBL. So congratulations to him. Thank him as well for all that hard work that he does. He put together an awesome plaque, if you haven't seen it as well, in our Hall of Fame. Last night we inducted J Boobs, Ashnod's Coupon, and Lazy, three of the greatest players here in the XBL in the league's history, into the Hall of Fame. So formally congratulating those three players as well before we get started here tonight for, you know, solidifying themselves among the community as three of the best guys to just converse with and be around, and also to play against. I mean, they are three of the best, truly. And, you know, J Boob's showing the longevity, 10+ seasons in this league. Ashnod just finishing his 5th season, eye-popping numbers, topping all the charts. And then Lazy's pure dominance. I mean, there's only so much we can say about that. The 950 win percentage, I think, speaks for itself a lot of the time.
Yeah, Weaver sniping him in the finals this season was Lazy was 1 win away from going 3 for 3 on XBL World Series championships. So truly Hall of Fame stuff, and congrats to all three guys, like you said. Big congratulations on joining us in the Hall of Fame, and well deserved.
Yeah, those three players solidifying themselves into XBL history last night, and tonight a player, whether Luke or Webb, will get their first major piece of XBL hardware, put their name on something big tonight to go down in history. And without further ado, Ox, I think we're ready for this one-game do-or-die final at Colonial Plaza.
Yeah, and we've got a special surprise for you. Weaver, the great Weaver for Prez, will have some commentary in this VOD as well, Dwayne. So you guys have fun, take it away, and looking forward to a great game.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Ox, for putting that in there before I let it slip before we went in. Weaver did the commentary for this one in the pre-recorded nature of this game due to the summer and the busy this season coming up for us. And we really thank him for that, and it's cool. We got a little bit of dual commentary thing going on for this game. So yeah, we're going to take you over to Weaver for the XBL Cup final. Hope you all enjoy it. See you in a few.
Hey, have a good one.
Or evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the XBL Cup Final here. It is June the 5th, 2022. This is the third XBL Cup. It's a one-game do-or-die situation for these guys. My name is Weaver for Prez. Calling the game for you today. I am watching the game live. This is me watching live from Webb's perspective here in Discord. But this game, it's not going to be broadcast till later, so you guys will be seeing it on a bit of a tape delay. But right now, everything that I'm seeing is as it's happening. With that said, we are underway here in the XBL Cup Final. One game to determine the winner of this off-season tournament. Luke Archer and his clone army coming in as the visitor to Colonial Plaza. It's a neutral site. Webb, the manager of his trusty Melonheads. Playing on 90 ego, Luke on 94. He starts off the game. A nice fastball. Low and away, he got him. CC 1004 Gree, the left fielder. He's got 3 home runs in the tournament. Marky Dubois is the pitcher tasked with getting the big win here in the championship game. That was a nice play by the shortstop, but not fast enough. It'll be Boss now. Most, if not all, of these hitters in this Clone Army lineup going to have similar, if not identical, stats. Bit of a misfire on the fastball. Luke takes it, though. Another 2-strike opportunity for Dubois. Gets him looking. 2 looking Ks here with the fastball. Luke trying to make something happen with 2 down, a runner at first. Trying to poke that changeup into short right field. Can't get it done. Back to the fastball goes Dubois. Just catches the corner. Going to go to the same spot. Did he mislocate a little bit? But too hot to handle. Luke strikes out. All 3 batters strike out in that inning. Melonheads get their first opportunity. Good start for Dubois. He is face down on the mound by Kicks. CT6116 Kicks. He's got a 5-pitch arsenal. All 3 fastballs featured here. There's the 4-seamer. But that activates K-Dud. Interesting of Luke to go with a K-Dud pitcher in such an important game, but perhaps this is the ace he trusts the most. Got him a strikeout there. hammered into center field, but on a line, caught by Cody. So with 2 down, Dmitry Petrovic. He has good power, but has yet to find a long ball in this tournament. First pitch swinging on the low changeup. Fives has it. And that concludes the first. 1, 2, 3, go. The Melonheads, the Clone Army back to the plate. Curveball hammered up the middle. Ground ball through the infield. A leadoff hit for Luke Archer. Gives way to fives. He has 2 home runs in this tournament. 2 quick strikes from Dubois. His 19th pitch, another fastball swing and a miss. Out number 1. Luke Archer playing on 94 ego. So if you're Webb, when in doubt, pump that heat. All 4 outs coming via the strikeouts on that fastball. Gonna go to a changeup now. Got him to swing through it. Interesting play there. Back to the fastball he goes. 5 Ks. Racking him up here is Dubois. It's got to be a matter of time till he's locked in. He is locked in. So that's only going to make things harder for Luke, who's struggling to catch up to the velocity. Going to change it up here where the curveball is Dubois. This is Apo, the shortstop. Popping up the changeup. Lots of foul territory here. Technically in play, but no chance for the right fielder to get there. Back to the fastball. He got him. 6 up, or rather 6 outs recorded by Dubois. All 6 via the strikeout. We're into the bottom of the second. The ERA for kicks is 12 in this tournament. The sample can't be all that big. K-Dud is active. It's a 2-2 pitch. Got him to wave on a changeup. May have been tailing just a bit out of the zone, but with 2 strikes, just tantalizing enough. Pablo Sanchez now. He's got blazing speed. Falling behind 1-0 before surrendering that curveball. Webb hits it hard, but it's going to hang up just enough for Cody to make the running catch. Doesn't have much speed out there for a center fielder. He gets to his spot, makes the play. Both starting pitchers locked in. That one just misses low. Count is even. Trying to go up the middle, and successful is Webb. A 2-out hit. Keeps it going, passes the baton to the 7-hole hitter, Reese Worthington. Only 261 with an RBI in this tournament. 2 quick strikes. Went outside, went inside. A good foul ball and a good take from Webb. Staying alive here is Worthington. But way late on 97 miles per hour. He gets blown away. These guys taking turns, racking up the Ks. 9-1-2 now for the Clone Army. Here is kicks. Swing and a miss. 30th pitch of the game here in the top of the third for Dubois is another strike. Going for 3 straight heaters, and it pays off. 7 outs on 7 strikeouts. We are hurtling towards some records if nothing changes. Ball 1 inside. Cody, he's got himself ahead in the count. 2-0. Going to come back here with a strike, does Webb. Swung through it. Swing and a miss. Back to all reliable. Is it 8 in a row? It is. Some looking, some swinging, but all on the fastball. Wild red pitch there. Feels like we haven't seen one of those from Dubois. Caught up to that one, though. He flips into left field. Sanchez dives, makes a nice stop. That's going to hold him to 1 base. Despite the misplay at second. It doesn't matter. But Luke finally catches up to one of those heaters, parks it the other way. Swings through the changeup. Makes contact with that one as well. Webb going to come inside. Luke not typically one to expand the zone. 1-2 fastball, another strikeout. When it rains, it pours here, I guess, in the XBL Cup. 94 ego, no easy task. It's 8-9-1 for the Melonheads. Ernie Steele looking to get something going here. Neither team is truly threatened yet. Scoreless. Great take by Webb. The changeup inside. Couldn't find the zone. That one did. He offered at it, but it's weakly hit to Rex for the first out. That'll bring up the pitcher. Swing and a miss. "31st pitch from Kicks is a swinging strike with the K-dud. Goes to the curve. Fouled off by Webb. Followed by a take on a changeup. Another changeup grounded softly to the hot corner. Boss throws it to fives. 2 down. Hammers the curve, but perhaps just mistimed his power. It's going to die in front of the warning track. And that's how the inning ends. We're into the top of the fourth. Still no score in the XBL Cup Final. This is a best of one, a sudden death championship. 2 players that have been around the block. Both rookies in Season 9, if I'm not mistaken. I know Luke was. Webb may have started in the 10th season. This one could drop, but Kawaguchi, oh, he made a great diving attempt, but just off his glove. Webb almost robbing Luke there. Instead, Luke will wind up on first base with a leadoff single. Went down and got the changeup, trying to flip it to the outfield, but Kawaguchi is right there. Out number 1. Another misplay at second base. But no harm, no foul. Luke and Webb both looking to add hardware. Wheeler, he's going to be camped under this one. Luke, a few exits from the XBL playoffs in the semifinals and quarterfinals. Has never made it to a finals, and thus hasn't raised a trophy for his Mallards franchise, but has a big opportunity to do it here with his clone army. Not in this inning, though. Sanchez has it. On the flip side, Webb has never made it to the Final Four. Finds himself in the Final Two, however, here in this tournament. Ahmed Khan staying alive. He's hitting nearly 400 in tournament play. Powerful catcher. But he chops down on that changeup. No problem for fives. 1 down. Unlike in Cup 1, where Lazy defeated Mike, and especially in Cup 2, where Corruptions defeated Ashnod, this game really looking like it's going to be a pitching and defense first ball game. Low scoring perhaps. Webb, perhaps his best swing of the night, but caught on the run by Fordo. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. Just 1 hit thus far for the Melonheads. And Luke starting to time that heater, caught by Kawaguchi. Last inning was led off by a slight misplay by Kawaguchi. He was trying to make a fine sliding catch, bounced off his glove for the leadoff single. This time, he makes a nice leaping catch. Worthington outdoes him, though. What a dive, what a stab for out number 2. Dubois running a little wild in this inning, but the defense bailing him out thus far. The 2-1 to Cody. Fastball up, swing and a miss. Going back to it, this time inside. Oh, just missed. What a take by Luke. And with the composed strike active, he spots it right there where he wanted it. Strikes him out. And he survives that 5th inning. 2 very hard-hit fastballs by Luke Archer. 2 great defensive plays by the Melonheads. Webb, he's trying to bid this one fair. It's foul. What a break for the Clone Army. Webb almost with the leadoff extra base hit. And Pablo Sanchez can fly as well. But he's going to strike out here. What a turn of events. Hammered up the middle. That'll drop. Second hit of the ball game for the Melonheads. So we'll get a slight audio increase. Let you hear the roar of this crowd. They've showed up to this neutral site. So 1 out hit. It's up to Worthington. Runner going. Luke held the ball. Kicks. He's going to have him picked off and caught stealing for the 2nd out. So an out on the base paths for out number 2, and an early changeup gets him on out number 3. That's how it ends. A roller coaster of an inning for Luke Archer, I'm sure, as the first batter nearly had extra bases down the line. Ended up going foul. Pablo Sanchez is going to have this one to his glove side.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 38.
Swinging first pitch is Boss. We're in the middle of the order here. Has the outside pitch trait, went after it. In danger of another strikeout here. Pitch from Dubois. He got him. These two dueling right now.
Number 77.
Who will blink first? One game to determine it all. Worthington, he made an amazing play a couple innings ago. Can't get it done there. Just sneaks past his glove. A 2-out knock for Luke Archer. Brings up heavy. Misses with the curve. Gets back in the count with a heater. 75th pitch of the outing for Dubois. Hammered. Worthington got it on the line before it could touch the dirt. That ends the 6th inning. And with Dubois on deck, you'd have to think, Webb's thinking at least about pulling him. It's going to be out number 1 here. Looks like he will go to a bench bat. It's Keisha Phillips. His first pitch changeup swinging, just can't square it up. That Bermuda Triangle out there, but they have the time. Second baseman calls off the first baseman for out number 2. Webb off the glove of the diving second baseman. That'll be a 1-out knock from the leadoff hitter. Brings up Ahmed Khan, who has been one of the bigger power threats in this lineup. Patiently takes ball 1. Plenty of speed on it first. Hammered by Khan, but it's not going to have the height, and it's caught by Gree for out number 3. Folks, this game flying right along. Looks like my timer says 16 minutes. We're in the top of the 7th, the final third of this championship game. And there's no score. Into that bullpen is the Melonheads, and it's Tony Del Vecchio, or rather Del Vecchio, either or. He's got insane attributes.
Number 67.
And has been good in cup play. 23 strikeouts, 2.27 ERA. Has the K-Man trait. Luke way ahead of the changeup. With the K-Man, he's going to go for a little bit of gamesmanship here with the K-Man changeup. Now he'll try him with the heater. It's a wild, but it does not matter. It lands in the zone for out number 2.
Shortstop, number 19.
101 on the gun there to Apo, or Apo, shortstop. He got him to expand the zone. You do not see that a lot from Luke. But with the K-Man and the changeup coming in, sometimes it's enough to fool even the best hitters. And that's how the top of the 7th ends. Meanwhile, Kicks, he's pushing 60 pitches. He's pitching into the 7th, but he's falling behind Petrovich. The 2-1 swing and a miss. Tied him up upstairs. The K-Dud is a moving fastball inside. He takes it. And he got him to wave on the changeup, just like Webb did to him in the previous inning. Hammered up the middle, a one-out knock. 3 bars of pressure here at Colonial Plaza. Scoreless tie. Luke thinking about going to his bullpen, but the attribute's still quite good with the locked-in mojo, but back-to-back curveballs here are going to be put up the middle. The biggest threat of the ball game for the Melonheads is present. And it's Mikey Thomas, who has been perfect on the day and hitting .408 on the tournament. Luke got to be thinking about going to a lefty, perhaps. He will. It'll be Sev. 4-pitch mix. And the K-Man trait. Strike 1. Went with a contact swing, did Webb, and that's in the gap. One is going to score. He's going to score a couple here as it's all the way to the wall. Cody gets it back in, but it's 2-0 Melonheads in the bottom of the 7th.
The shortstop, number 3.
Webb finally comes up with that big hit, and it was perhaps, you'd have to review the tape, but perhaps his only contact swing of the entire game. The 2-strike bunt is going to go foul. It's a strikeout. Not enough confidence in Worthington there. The 2 strikes, and Steele is going to one-hop it to Oppo. He's got it. That'll end the inning, but the damage is done. The Melonheads lead by 2 with 6 outs to get.
The pitcher, number 7.
Marky Dubois, 6 shutout innings, gave way to Del Vecchio. He threw a perfect 7th. Works now in the 8th. Gonna go with the cutter away. Flipped by Luke. Caught by Worthington. He has been a defensive star in this game. I thought that had no shot of being caught, but he makes the play. Robbing the pinch hitter. Tense is Cody. He's going to try and flip it out to Sanchez, and he catches it on his shoelaces. So there's 2 down. Locked in is Del Vecchio. He's going to go for this 9-out save, presumably. Swing and a miss. He has been lights out since coming out of the pen. Webb's pitching in general overpowering right now. Oddball. 4-pitch mix. He's got the 4-seam, curveball, forkball, changeup repertoire. First pitch on Webb out of the pen is going to be popped up deep right field. He's got it.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 19.
Webb looking for any and all insurance he can find. Diving attempt. Luke lucky to keep that one in front of Gree. It's going to be a 1-out knock.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17.
Webb desperately wants to add on. Everyone knows Luke more than capable of making comebacks. Look at this aggressive base running from Webb. He catches Luke napping in right center, shallow right center field, and then he's got him at the corners. Great speed on at third as well. It's a bunt attempt. It will be foul. Does he try it again is the question. No. But it's popped up. Luke alertly is going to let it drop for strike 2. He knows he would not have thrown out the runner at home. Instead, gives himself a shot here to still turn 2 or strike out the batter. Laying off is Webb. You can see he's not charging for power swing. Flips the curveball. Up the middle and through. 3-0 Melonheads. What a big run for Webb.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7.
Now Kenny Kawaguchi, the cleanup hitter. He has 3 home runs in tournament play. Already tense. Plus the K-Dead oddball has absolutely no velocity. That is something that Luke does not shy away from, however. Caught by Fordo. That insurance run, I mean, how big was the jump, the aggressive base running from Webb to go first to third on the dribbler off the glove? allowing him to score on the single up the middle. Strike one to Sanchez. Hits the curveball. Dropped in right field. He made a well-placed slide, well-timed, just couldn't quite come up with it. And that's the 4th run of the game. The Melonheads looking good.
Number 13. Follow.
Oddball has come out of this pen and has not been able to get the job done. Hammered by Webb to the track, caught out there. But 2 more key runs come in. That's 2 in each of the last innings, last 2 innings for Webb. And he needs 3 outs to become the Cup champion. He made a good fastball and an even better pass at it by Luke, but it's right to the center fielder, 1 down.
Right fielder, number 77.
Fordo. Swing and a miss. Going back to that trusty heater, hit hard by Luke. He has been timing it better in the second half of this game, but it's too little too late. He is down 4 in this Cup final sudden death game, and he is down to his last out. Webb under control with Del Vecchio. Gonna throw it wild here, and it misses. Heavy, the last hope for the Clone Army. Hammers it up the middle, and Luke stays alive. And that's what you need, just a little seed of doubt in your opponent's mind if you're going to be able to make this comeback, as miraculous as it would be.
Number 55.
So now 5's behind in the count. 24 pitches so far from Del Vecchio, looking for a 9-out save. 1 hop to Worthington, firm throw. Webb and his Melonheads are the Cup 3 champions here in early June. Congratulations to him. What a tournament run he had, finishing around, looks like around 9-5. Sometimes those can be a bit off due to restarts and things of the like. But what a tournament for Webb. What a tournament for Luke as well. Both of these players very deservingly matching up against each other in a one-game sudden death playoff format. Anything can happen, and it's Webb who comes out on top. He will hoist his first trophy for his beloved franchise. And that's how this one ends. A 4-0 ball game, expertly pitched by Marky Dubois and Tony Del Vecchio, both at the control of the champion Webb. Great pitching on the other side, too. Just couldn't quite put away the bats late. Some clutch hitting. That big double in the gap ended up being the game winner. And that's how this one concludes. So again, this has been on tape delay, but I, of course, saw it live, and I appreciate you all for hanging out and watching the recording of this. Congratulations again to Webb. Have a good rest of your day, whichever day this is being broadcasted. And we'll see you guys soon for Season 13 of the XBL. Again, Webb and his Melonheads, the Cup 3 champions. Have a good one.
Wow, wow, wow. What a game we just saw from those two, Luke and Webb. An amazing show they put on there, and the sudden death, 1 game for it all, Cup final. Webb, like we just saw, coming away with Canada's first XBL championship, or any title of any sort. So congratulations to him, represent Canada. And that's a huge win for him, putting himself in the history books, a player who's been with us now, I believe, coming up on his, I want to say, 4th season. Just a great job by him to come through the Cup strong, through a tough run, tough ladder, and to win a big game against another tough player like Luke, who's fallen just short again of another piece of silverware. But he's going to get his, I think we all know. Luke is a great, great player in his own right, and playing up there on 94 you go in the Cup is no easy feat. Just to get to the final, that was huge by him. If you haven't already noticed, I lost Ox along the way because the speed of this game was so quick. Ox was traveling in between, and he couldn't make it back in time. I figured we'd rather have him, focus on driving his car instead of hopping in the booth, So we don't have Ox for the end of this one, but we witnessed a great game. And Webb, congratulations again. It was a well-deserved, hard-fought win. Late inning drama to score those runs. No home runs in the game. A strong shutout. Great pitching performance by the Melonheads. Lots of strikeouts. Luke couldn't really get anything going. It's tough when you can't string those hits together. On any ego to score runs, but on 94, nonetheless, it's definitely difficult. But 94 versus 90, those two players up at the top tier of the game, showing us what it takes to get it done and win a title. And we really enjoyed that showing, and we are going to look forward now for 7 days from now to opening night of XBL Season 13. Looking like we're going to have a AAA and an XBL rolling for you guys. AA looking a little shaky right now. I don't think the numbers are quite there. We're going to talk to everybody and hopefully get some scrimmages rolling and, you know, places handed out and things, roster channels open coming up in the next couple days. So keep your eyes out for that. Get ready for season 13, as Weaver said. Have a safe and pleasant evening, everybody. Thank you to Ox for joining me earlier. Thank you to Weaver for casting it, Webb for recording it, Luke for playing in it, everybody who made the cup possible. Wishbone for everything you've put together recently to make this experience that much more better. Urban, Mickey, Barefoot Connie, everybody who makes it happen, as we thank all the time. Thank you again. Have a safe and pleasant evening, everybody. We'll see you next week on the XBL. Later, everyone.